At least now, it's big. Konti lang yung gumagawa ng SEO like the way I do it. Very few. And so, the profit margin is kahit papano, okay siya. But yung isa pang question is, what if you're really good at something but no one's gonna pay for it? Then either you be creative and find a way in order for people to finally appreciate what you do and pay for it, the right amount, or screw it. Just look for something else.
Hi everyone, this is Marvin Germo. I'm a stock market trader and investor, and I love YouTube because it allows me to share my thoughts, my ideas when it comes to stock trading and investing, because I really believe the stock market is one of the greatest ways for Filipinos to let their money grow. That if you put your money in time deposits, guess what? It really won't go down, but it really also won't go up, and you'll just be beaten by inflation. And the goal of videos like this is to educate you so that you can win and you can trade the markets with confidence. Before we proceed to the next video, would super appreciate it if you could like, subscribe, and comment, so you get to be part of this video and you get to see more videos to come in the future. And smash that bell, guys, so that you get updated every time contents like this will come out. So that's it, guys. So I hope you enjoy the rest of the video.
But statistically speaking, 9 out of 10 businesses fail. That's 90% chance that you will fail in starting up your business. And how do you avoid that? How do you get to that 10%? Because malaki din naman ang 10% eh. 10% is also big, but in order to increase your chances of getting to the top 10% of making it in business, you have to invest with your knowledge. Wow! Well, so many businesses now to franchise actually. Ang daming bagong names ngayon. The question is, if you're gonna franchise, what to franchise? And are you going to treat it as your own business? Doon marami nagkakamali ang mga nagpa-franchise na business owners. If some people think na, oh, sige, franchise ako ng Jollibee. Pag franchise ako ng Jollibee or the generics pharmacy, disclaimer, kliyente ko si the generics pharmacy. No, sige, si TGP na lang si kliyente ko siya. if nag-franchise ako ng TGP, okay na yun. Like, parang automatic na yung setup, automatic na lahat. That's a fallacy. You have to treat the franchise like your own business, like it's a startup, and may mentor ka. Yun na yun. Because all the processes, the systems they will put in place, all the checks that they will do to ensure you're running smoothly at the start, that's at the start. Pagtapos nun, bahala ka na. Ang daming tao iniisip na, di franchise ako, tas yun na yun. That's wrong. If you're gonna franchise, start it as your own business, risk is yours. Everything is yours. You take care of it. And then you pay royalties, you pay the right amount to whoever is the owner of the franchise. Franchising is still good, but if you ask me, this is of course my opinion as a startup guy, as a guy who started 4 businesses. This is the year that is very, very ripe to start your own business. However big, however small, doesn't matter. You start your business, you take care of it, put in blood, sweat, and tears. It will result into a lot of success for you, at least financially. But before that, you invest, you learn.
Pero paano yun? What if I start my own but wala akong alam eh? Oh, I don't know. I don't know anything. I don't have any skill. I'm probably an accountant. All I know is crunching numbers. Should I start an accounting consultancy firm? Kasi that's what I know eh. I'm just good as an accountant. Or I'm probably a IT operations manager. All I know is to operate. Or I'm an OFW. I work as a engineer for this company, so my skills are pretty much engineering related. What can I do?
I get so many questions via email about this, and the answer is 2 things. Number 1, what are you really good at? And number 2, is there a demand in the market? Those are the 2 most important things that you need to consider. So with what happened with me, I'm really good at digital marketing, SEO. That's my forte, and there was a demand. Maliit lang dati, it's a very small demand, and it grew over time until what it is today. But with that demand, I capitalized on it already because I'm good at it. It's a niche skill. You have to be good in writing, in coding, and in marketing all at the same time in one body. Very rarely do you find people who are good at those 3 things. And since I realized na pwede na ako doon, I'm good at writing, but technical coding, di ako magaling. Marketing, I'm so-so. I didn't study marketing, but I had all 3 at least raw. I developed it, and I finally tried to supply that demand in the market. That's how I started. Hindi ko muna inisip lahat ng iba. Yung BIR, yung tax, yung mga DTI. Hindi ko muna inisip. I started...
Hindi ka nagbabayad ng tax hanggang ngayon?
No, now I pay correct tax, everything. No? That's one of my advocacies. You have to pay everything correctly. All that's due to government, you pay it. When I started though, freelance lang ako. So, I had a lot of leeway, kumbaga, na freedom. Kasi ang daming laws na maluwag sa freelancers. So I started out freelancing, built my personal brand from there, and finally, when I encountered some clients, I remember at that time it was Rockwell, they forced me to register now with DTI, sole proprietorship. So yun na yung time na inaral ko, okay, how do I do my sole proprietorship? How do I do my DTI? How do I do my BAR? Do I need an accountant? Do I need a lawyer? Doon ko na pinoblema lahat yun. Do I need to hire someone? Do I need my own office? That's the time you weigh those things. But first, be really good at what you do, supply the market, build your personal branding. Kahit gaano kaliit yan, kahit gaano kaliit, importante yun. Yun ang una mong gawin. And then, tsaka mo na problemahin yung mga BIR.
So, you said the skills na may market. What if your skill walang market? Or may skill, pero no one will hire you probably. Or, I don't know if it's the right question, or your skill has so much competition out there already.
The easy answer to that is screw it, because no one will pay for it, and you probably have so many competitors that you're gonna be fighting tooth and nail and claw just to make a profit. Mahirap yung ganon. Easier for you to develop a new skill, big demand, and konti yung competition, serve that market because you make a whole lot of profit, which thankfully yun ang nangyari sa akin. Big demand, at least now it's big. Konti lang yung gumagawa ng SEO like the way I do it, very few, and so the profit margin is kahit papano okay siya. But yung isa pang question is, what if you're really good at something but no one's gonna pay for it? Then either you be creative and find a way in order for people to finally appreciate what you do and pay for it the right amount, or screw it, just look for something else. That's the hard truth, and a lot of public speakers don't wanna say this, but that's the hard truth.
Ito interesting. You said that you learn a new skill. If your skill doesn't have a market or no one's willing to pay you for it, would it be better that they learn a new skill and start it as a business, or they just franchise na lang? Or but is that a case for franchising, that your skill is not something that's scalable, it's not something people will pay for?
Franchising for me is a risk mitigation tool. It's not about whether you can make more money or not, because you can make money whether you start a business from scratch or you franchise. But if you want to mitigate your risk, may branding na, may sistema na, lahat bibigay na sa'yo sa simula, aalagaan mo na lang, franchising is the way to go. But there's also a question of, do you have money to buy that franchise? Kasi kung yung franchise, hindi ganun kalakas pa yung branding, mura yan. Pero malaki rin yung risk. Pag yung franchise na bibilhin mo, sobrang ganda na ng branding, like the generics pharmacy, no? Mahal yan. Pero maliit yung risk. Kasi marami na silang nagawa eh. Marami na may kilala sa kanila. May mga bibili ng produkto nila eh. So, less risk for you. Now, if risk is not a factor for you, then why franchise? Just build your own, because today, you can do it so easily and so cheaply. You don't need to build, sabi nga ni Marvin kanina, you don't need a brick and mortar store. You can open an e-commerce store. DIY mo muna. I DIY'd everything when I was starting out. Honestly, my website looked like crap when I was starting out. Sobrang pangit niya. But people did not go to that website for vanity. They went into my website to read about SEO, to learn more. And that's my business. So, I didn't care about how it looks like at the beginning, at the get-go. As long as it's doing what it's supposed to do, okay na yun. And then I improve as I go. Yan ang maganda sa e-commerce eh. Pag brick and mortar, pangit yung una mong renovation, wala ka na magagawa dun. Mahal mo pa renovate ulit. Pag yung e-commerce mo, pangit sa simula, okay lang yun. You improve as you go.
So, for those that want to go the franchise route, how do they know if a franchise is good? Do they go with the brand kagad, that if the brand is good, that means I'll go with this, versus this that doesn't have a good brand, the brand is not so strong?
Right. For me, ang mas importante pag mag-franchise ka is, do you love the business? So, if the generics pharmacy, alam ko marami nag-franchise yan, are mga nurse dati or mga medrep, yan, or mga doktor, sila nagpa-franchise niyan. Kasi they love to be in the medical industry. nag-franchise ng Jollibee. I know a lot of businessmen franchise Jollibee. I know a lot of people who love to eat franchise Jollibee. So for me, best if you go with a franchise that you love to work with, the industry that you love to work in or you love to work with. And next, how do you know if it's a good franchise? A lot of the companies who allow franchises, who sell their franchises, they will tell you the story naman eh. And I know meron mga rankings din yan if you go to the franchise expos. May mga expo ng all of the franchises here in the Philippines. You can go there, you can find out who the top ones are. There are rankings, but for me, I really don't care about the rankings. I care more about, are you going to be passionate about the business? Passion means, are you willing to suffer for it? When the going gets tough, are you willing to suffer and endure hardship to go through it? Are you gonna have the grit to go through it or not? Because yun ang mas importante.
So, regardless if it's a franchise or it's a business, it's the skills that you have as well. I guess franchises, it makes it more expensive when you start because you have a template already. Pero advantage nun, you have a brand attached to it. So
You mitigate risk.
yeah, that's it for now. I hope this video helps you trade well, trade strong, trade smart. Bye guys.
Cheers.